your main problem again was citations. Okay. Right. So your objectives for the company, the employees don't have any control over that. All right. So in order to have a motivating strategy, the employees have to be able to link what they're doing, to the outcome. And if you can't, right? In other words, if you are in a position where you don't have any control over the outcome, then it's not going to work. All right. So you did Coca-Cola, right, Chang? And yeah, so you did Coca-Cola, and you're going to launch a new sugar-free beverage. Well, that's not really the employee's issue, is it? Okay, that's in QC or product development. Okay, and so what the employees have control over is the sales, right? They don't have any control over the taste, right? They have control over the sales. And recycled packaging, that's all in purchasing, right? That has nothing to do with, it's just one guy in purchasing or one gal. All right. So we can't motivate employees for recycled packaging. But there's nothing to motivate, right? So you can talk about if you're going to use glass bottles and getting customers to return them, okay, but are you talking about plastic or are you talking about glass, right? And so glass, we have some options because they get a deposit and get a refund and all that, but very few companies want to do glass anymore because it's so and it really adds to the cost. So if you're going to do some sort of retro, I don't know if you guys know the word retro. Let me see if I can get this just a second. What? Why can't I get my chat? Okay, so everyone, oh, I never posted that. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we use the word retro. And retro simply means going back time. So if you're going to do a retro product and then have the employees promote it, okay, that's something we can measure, that's something we can motivate. But if you're just going to do recycled packaging, that's not part of the motivation strategy unless you really focus it in and you talk about the purchasing agents. What are they going to do? Source it from Singapore? Source it from, it's a level of detail that's just unnecessary. Okay, you could write it, but you need pages. Okay, pages to write that. And so I'm not seeing that your motivators are going to link to your objectives. Okay. So we're going to increase the salary if they reach a target of 100% recycled packaging. For what? The purchasing agent and the purchasing agent assistant? Okay. That's because that's the only two people involved, right? That's not everybody in the company. So when we make an objective, it's got to apply to more than one person in the company. All right. And as far as I know, they have recycled packaging now. I don't know what packaging Coca-Cola has that's not recyclable. Okay, maybe. So that's what you need to do, Chang, is to focus on your citations, focus on changing your objectives to something more attainable. And then M5. And a lot of you missed M5 because you didn't understand the word. All right. We need to assess continuous improvement. All right. And what that means is, does it work? Does it work? That's what assess means, right? Does continuous improvement work, right? And so one student at Amazon, it doesn't work at Amazon. They don't do it, all right? But at VinFast or Toyota or Vinamilk, they probably do have continuous improvement systems. And you could say how well they work, all right? And if they're using Kaizen like Toyota, it works really well. But that's what we need to do for M5. And so do two paragraphs. Look, you can't get distinction by writing one paragraph about distinction. Please, be serious, right? You write 20 paragraphs for pass and one paragraph for distinction. No, you're going to have to give me more, be more comprehensive, more detail, okay, if that's what you want. So if you want distinction, okay, you guys can get distinction. You just got to give me a page, all right? And so I'm looking at your assignment, and you just don't have citations. There's no citations in P6, okay? And so the only way I can evaluate it is if you do have the citations, okay? So in section 8, 9, there are no citations. And so assess how do these approaches work to support continuous improvement, right? Don't give me PR stuff. Don't give me HR stuff, right? Give me processing, manufacturing. All right. Who else do we have here? Ling, who are you? How many Lings do I have in the class? You guys know that, right? I need more than just a first